Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Higgimus, Corporal First Class, and I play Giff Fighter.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter from an asteroid near Brow.
Hi, I'm Yeldan a Elven Ranger from Realm Space.
I'm Ockar, human paladin.
Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Hi, I'm Zach, I play Lafdul Moonglade, a specialty priest thief. Chief Fun, Chief Healer, Chief Collector of Snow. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Chief Collector of Ice.
Yeah, sleep.
And Chief...
Water.
Getter in Troubler,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Anyway, so you
Tails
guys...
run a bit thin out in the middle of the Arctic.
You guys were on your way back to the Ribbon on Radel.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the 6th day of your trip, I do believe. Let's see. So, you guys are happy with that order that you've set yourself up in? I see Higgimus is back with Leva and Ockar, and Braxon is leading. Is that what you want?
Can I clarify something?
Mm-hmm.
What was the very, very previous... Because I thought, have we just come from a camp?
I think so, but...
because
yeah,
I've got all my spells put as used at the moment. I never unticked them. So I have no spells, essentially. So, in other words, do I have spells?
You know what? I just
'Cause
remembered what I actually did forget. And I was going to
sure
listen to the last session to refresh my memory.
I'm like 95% certain we were in camp and we were going to have an event or something, some random encounter or of some kind. Doesn't mean a fight, but something. That's why I never changed my spells.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that was the case now. I'm looking at my notes. Hold on. Because, I mean, I did have something, but I couldn't quite remember what the order of events was going to be.
I do actually have 2 spells, actually. I'm not entirely out.
Yeah, alright, well,
It's been a while since the fiery creature attacked us during the night, but would that have stopped the spellcasters from getting spells?
No, this is a new day entirely. You've traveled a few days since then.
Right.
How many Russian people are? We are 3. Higgimus is at 4.
I thought we were down to 2.
Yeah, no, I meant that. Sorry, the other way around.
I have 4.
Because we should all be 1 lower than Higgimus?
One higher than Higgimus.
One higher than Higgimus.
Because we ate the white worm.
I got 3 on mine.
I've got 2.
Alright, so mine's
4.
wrong. I should have 2.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should
I
all
have
have 2, and Higgimus, and it should be at 1.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's just winter rations, so I hope we probably still have normal rations that we can use once we're out of those, hopefully.
We're almost back from what I heard, so...
I'm just
yeah,
saying
but you're
if
not really
something
sure
happens.
how many days are actually left, so...
It just means that I might be supplementing it, basically, with a spell or 2.
Alright, I apparently... So again, I said before the, like 5 minutes before we started that I was pretty sure I was forgetting something. And I have figured out exactly what I forgot. And I forgot to make notes for myself for the start of the session. I am an awesome dungeon master. So I'm gonna go with it is a new day, quote unquote. You guys can get your spells back.
Oh, no random encounter.
I don't remember a random encounter.
I'm sure he did. Oh well.
If
I'll
he
look
did,
it
then
up.
he forgot, and we should be thankful.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
not saying there wasn't one, but the last thing I remember was a fiery thing that attacked us.
That's you're
That
forgetting
was-
you're
that
forgetting a
was
few
the-
days of travel.
Yeah, but what I mean is the last thing I remember where we had a fight.
Yeah, I might
Anyway.
have cliffhangered though on something, and I'm not remembering exactly what that is.
Do you want me to go and check the
No.
last session?
I mean, we're already in progress, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Do the stuff that you would do in the morning. So spellcasters get their spells back, and any spells that you want to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all going to gain a hit point then?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Level variation for, what was it, strength and mount and
I'm
deep
at full
wood.
hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast a couple. of
All right.
spells, I think.
So casting strength on who?
On Ockar.
Okay.
I'm casting 3.
Hold on. Let me do one person at a time, please.
I'm not rolling it. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're casting Aura of Comfort and Endure Cold, I
No,
need to make
not
notes
that one.
of who you're casting it on. So, all right, Ockar, you are at 1830,
Okay.
and Mount.
I reckon there should be like a special wild surge mount. It's like a 1% chance you summon a Balrog or something.
That's called opening a gateway to a lower plane, which she's already had happen.
Remember, she summoned a
I didn't
closet.
summon a Balrog. I summoned something much friendlier.
She summoned a
I'm
closet.
Friendlier, quote unquote.
It was less dangerous. I wouldn't say it was friendlier.
It was something a lot less deadly.
Lafdul tends to joke about that. He says, I've got a spell like that. I picked one up.
All right, so
It's a bit beyond me, you know.
Lafdul, you are casting Auras of Comfort and Endure Cold on whom?
I was going to do temporary healing potions first. Alright,
Yeah, but I have to write down who gets what, so...
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Auras of Comfort's on the 3 elves, because it's just easier that way. Endure Code on Ockar, Endure Code on Higgimus. Does it work on Higgimus?
You'll know in a second.
Yep.
Endure Code on
Yeah.
Behemoth.
Okay, that's it.
I've got 1 left over. I mean,
The draft horse looks at you piteously. Wicker.
the level's not
sadly.
No,
I don't
I'm a,
laugh with it anymore, no.
no.
Are you gonna be a jerk?
Lafdul's neutral. You know, he's doing it to keep the party alive. He's not a good guy.
It's in your interest to have the horse not suffer too much because it gets
It's your
slower
interest to pay
and
me.
then- What? You have to ask the horse whether he pays you.
Yeah, that requires spells. I'm not gonna use speak with animals.
The horse starts pulling your stuff off the cart. No, I'm kidding. All right, so the horse doesn't get one. All right. In that case, you guys get underway and begin traveling. You can see the vague silhouette of the mountains straight ahead. They're a little bit easier to see, more obvious, because there's a slight reddish glow around them. When you
right, the
temporarily
sun.
cover your
I almost forgot what the sun
lanterns and
looked
stuff.
like.
Oh, you're not actually seeing the sun yet.
No,
All right,
it's-
so
Seeing the edge, won't we?
well,
Like
you're not
dawn
over the
effect.
mountains.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically just seeing the sunlight hitting the edge of the mountains because they're higher.
Mm.
All right, so you begin traveling back up the route that you came.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. 3 temporary healing potions to the, handing one over to Ockar, one to Braxon, one to Higgimus.
Okay.
Nope. Thank you.
Hang on, let me write that down.
Writing it down.
Yeah, they're most likely to be in front lines anyway, so.
Mm.
I knew I was slightly injured, Ockar.
Yeah, I am.
I think also that I may have misremembered exactly when you encountered the crevasse, because I don't think that we did that last session.
I thought we did.
Did we?
Oh, I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
I don't think
I
so.
vaguely remember it.
I don't remember that. And you would have been able to get back your continual light stone, and that should have been last session.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't remember that. Because
I guess.
we were going to pick up a stick and then turn, weren't we?
Yeah, because we got into we found the first flag that we left where we need to turn for at the lake thing.
Right.
And
Oh
then
yeah,
we're
we need to
making
find our
back.
second flag.
Yeah,
Second
so
flag.
that would have happened the day before, and you're already beyond that. Okay. So if you wanted to collect that continual light stone, you have another continual light stone.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yay!
All right. So you get to trudging. It's feeling significantly less cold than the previous days on your trip.
Still cold though.
It is still quite cold. It is still well below freezing, but and you've got a strong wind blowing on you as well, which doesn't help. But it does kind of quicken your pace. You're a little bit excited to get to where you want to go.
We can
So
boil
it's-
to death instead.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is the wind coming from behind us or
Yes, it is.
in front? Right. If only we had a sail.
Yeah, but you kind of would have needed something to sail with, which is a little bit more difficult. And
It's hard to use a sail on ground vehicles.
well, I mean there are kind of like ice boat things that you could
Doable,
theoretically
but
have,
it's
but
hard.
you're not in that kind of terrain.
what
You
we
have to be
should
going
try?
over the sea ice.
No, you're not on sea ice.
No, but that's the only terrain I can think of that would.
What was that, Leva? You asked something?
We should actually try to put the sled onto the golem or whatever it is, because when it follows us, it would just can pull it along.
I don't think that's a
Stan
good
would
idea.
object.
It might do. It might also
Why?
cut itself loose.
It never objected so far.
It'd be
Yeah,
interesting
but
to see what it
won't
did.
but it doesn't do anything we ask it to do, and I'm not
But
sure
it
if it'll.
follows.
I think he'll
Yeah.
just break the sled so it can move faster.
He'll just follow us as he did before.
We could find out. When,
I don't.
maybe when we get a bit nearer the door, because if it cuts the ropes off, we might end
I
up.
would rather we find out when we had the door invisible sight.
Yeah.
Basically, we can't test any theories out in the middle of the darkness.
Well, I mean, you could try and attach the sled to it, but I mean, you do
Not
have a
right
horse,
now.
which is
We have
currently
a horse
pulling.
right now. We don't have a reason to experiment.
We might want to experiment at some point. Perhaps when we're back in the ribbon, we could do all sorts of experiments. What I want to do is we all go in different directions to see who it follows.
Hmm.
Good idea.
Okay.
My bet's on whoever opened the door.
So, I mean, do you want to try that right now, or wait until you get back to the ribbon? Is that something that you're thinking about doing when you get back to the ribbon, or is that something that you want to do on the trip?
Let's just do it now. Get
Yeah.
out of the way.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Stays with the
why
horse.
now?
Just to give it a shot.
Okay.
And that way, in case something happens when we do get back to the ribbon about this thing, they might not like it.
Not much.
Everybody remember your whistles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
so
let's split up in different directions and walk for like a minute, and then.
okay,
see
so
which-
you are
Oh, you wanna do that
moving
now?
through an area that has kind of snowy dune type terrain.
Oh.
It's
this is
where we
similar to
encountered
where
the
you
snake.
encountered the furry snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then it's probably not the best idea then.
We might
Who's
encounter
holding
another
on to that
person.
object? We'll just do that person. Get them to
Well-
walk ahead.
Oh, I thought you was going to try tying the knight to the sled to see if it would pull it.
Now you're talking about splitting up. Now, I mean,
We can do that once we get back to Radal.
this does offer the convenience of some people could go around different snowbanks and see where he follows, because he would lose sight
Yeah.
of people.
We could split into two groups, and then when we come back together, we could split into different two groups and narrow it down so that we don't have people on the road.
Yeah, that works.
What?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
If we get to a dune and half of us go around the left side of the dune and half of us go around the right side of the dune, we can see which way the knight goes.
He goes
and then we
through
can
his June.
Yeah,
You're seriously saying we should split the party?
Yeah, like
We're not
every
splitting
horror game.
Far.
Don't you know the first rule of adventuring? You never split the party.
We're not even going 5 feet, more than 10 feet apart.
No,
When
they're
have
pretty
we
big. I
ever
mean,
kept to those
they're big
rules?
enough. They're taller than Higgimus, so yeah, you would be going more than 5 feet apart, 10 feet apart.
Yes.
Well,
The
Maybe like a
first
round.
rule of the
You're-
first rule of adventuring: never split the party.
Yeah, but at the
And
same
when have-
time, it's more like
we're still in voice distance.
well, the wind is blowing pretty hard, so you're not sure how well that'll carry. But I mean, you've split the party before and stuff like that.
Well,
It
we're
hasn't
in a
always
the
gone
conditions
perfectly.
are the conditions here make it bad because we won't be able to see or speak to each other from a certain distance.
That's what the whistles are for.
We may not be
Well-
able to hear the whistles. We don't know.
You
It
can
wouldn't
see
hurt.
continual light at this range, surely.
It wouldn't hurt to do this when we're on the other side of the ribbon.
We could also do it that one of us goes back past this thing that's following us, and see whether it's following it. And then turns around, comes back to the group, and then the next one goes back.
That's true. That again will be splitting the party. Well, that really tasty thing that I get killed on the way out lived around here, so we might have another one lurking around somewhere.
Well, Leva gets up and walks towards the golem and past it to the back, about for 2 minutes, and then turns around and comes back to the group.
And then
2
somebody comes
minutes
out
might
and eats
not
you.
be that far in this weather.
Okay, so you are. You're basically going back this way, up here, kind of thing.
I'm retracing our steps.
Okay.
Where did you put me?
Up to the
Oh.
north, top, not
Yes, exactly.
north. Okay. You are basically at the edge of the light. It hasn't been a full 2 minutes because I mean, it hasn't even been a minute because you can easily cross the radius of the light in a much shorter period of time than that. Do you want to keep going into the darkness? You do have infravision.
Does it look like the golem or whatever it is has turned around to look at me?
It turned slightly as you passed, but then ignored you.
I think it's got a continual locate object on that bloody object we're holding on to.
In that case, I turn around again
And-
and go back to the group. I
Then I'm the
say
one that has the object.
I say it did sort of look at me as I walked past, but then it ignored me. Next.
Fine, I'll
Okay.
test it.
As you are doing all this, two shadowy shapes break the circle of light at the edge as you get close to it, and come at you.
Oh.
Cool.
That is the
Leva!
So
Mhm.
it is initiative time.
You made
Where
some
are they?
friends.
They're
back
at the
with the
back.
group, am I
I'll get them on in a second.
No.
Everyone, go
Which
ahead and.
side?
I'm back with the group, am I not?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Because it
Where-
happens when you get to the edge of the light, and
Where are these enemies coming
What
from?
do I roll for turn undead?
well, hold
Do they
on,
put
hold on,
their-
hold on. I actually need just straight D10s from everyone first.
Oh, surprise roll.
Right.
I don't remember if low or high is good for this roll.
Why have you got a +6 on yours?
That was I
was
rolled. I
initiative.
rolled a D10. I rolled initiative. That's why I was.
See, Lever, it explains Lever's 10 because Lever just relies on the fighters. There's, I'm being, the players to deal with it.
Higgimus, I didn't see one from you.
Sorry, what was that?
D10
Surprise,
for
D10, please.
Surprised. Okay.
I thought it was like the higher you roll, the better on these.
I don't remember.
No, Lever's better. How fast you
We'll
can.
see.
All right.
No,
No,
low
one
is
is
your
surprised
initiative.
because everyone was kind of watching Leva, and so you're able to react quickly enough to the appearance of these forms. So everyone can now roll initiative. I will get them.
I already rolled. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do-
If you've
Do
already.
I do a +3 if I'm doing turn undead?
Yes.
These.
Yes.
Could we tell that these are undead?
Yeah, they're the shadows.
They're the shadows. We've known they're undead.
You know what? Lafdul's going to get in combat.
So I basically just plan to run over and hold up my holy symbol and say, "Stay away!" or something.
Can Leva just run down? Run says. To the group?
If you want to run away, you can certainly run away.
I'll run away.
All right.
What do I roll?
It's still +3.
Mm-hmm.
Those pictures are those pictures. Oof. Oof.
Okay. Everyone has rolled.
Yep.
Okay. Higgimus.
It didn't update my.
Oh.
Sorry, it's okay.
There we go. Higgimus, you are first.
All right. Some other people are saying stuff. Okay. I'm gonna call upon the power of my sword.
All right.
And can I move up when I do that?
Keep in mind that you're only moving at half your movement rate.
All right. So that means it's normally 6. No.
Oof. Movement rate is normally 6. You're only moving.
Yeah,
Squares.
6. So I can move 3 squares.
Right, but that's 60 feet, so you can move 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
So okay.
Right there.
All right. Ockar.
Okay, can I run up to where Leva is and do this?
No, you can only move half your rate. Basically, you can only move half your movement rate if you're doing anything at all, any kind of action.
If I'm able to get to there, can I do it?
Well, what is your all you need is visual sight. Like they just need to be able to see you.
You're slightly to the side of the golem.
I mean,
Okay,
you can
so
move as
I don't
far
have
as
my
your
armor.
as far as half
Okay.
your movement rate is.
I don't have my armor or anything, just my shield and weapons. That means that my movement rate speed is 12.
Okay, so
So
that's
half of
120
that
feet,
is
so you can move
big.
60 feet.
And that's where I pointed to. So yes. So I will
You
move
probably
there,
have to go.
You're going to turn
Yield.
undead?
and I'm going to use turn undead.
Alright, go ahead and give me a d20 roll. You're 7th level, correct?
I am a 7th level paladin.
Okay. Alright, you brandish your holy symbol of Tyr and invoke his power and attempt to send them away. Does not appear that they
Are listening.
are affected by that. Alright, Lafdul.
Are these the same things?
Yeah,
Do they?
You're not sure. They're
Yeah.
shadowy humanoid forms.
Yeah, I get the feeling they're not. Alright.
Well, I know they're not because
I
Ald
can
told me how
literally
much I
only go
needed.
to about there.
Ald told me how much I needed to roll if it was a normal shadow, so I know these aren't the same.
Oh, can I delete that thing? There we go. Alright, I'm just going in front of Leva and guarding her, because 80 is as far as I can move.
Okay, so you're just trying to get in front and
Basically, take the attack, unfortunately. So I'm fighting defensively.
okay, so are you effectively doing parrying?
Yeah. Anything to keep myself alive. Tumbling, whatever gives me the highest roll. I don't think I can parry these.
Parry basically means that you're trying to block their blows with your weapons, as opposed to...
I'm going short sword and shield, small shield.
Okay, are you wearing your elven mail?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So...
I have an armor class of 4 with the shield, that because I don't know it's magical defense and whatever my parry gives me.
Okay.
So 1, I think.
Let me check to see if tumbling does anything for you in this regard.
Tumbling gives me 2.
Are you already taking that into account?
No, I haven't counted that. If I can use both. I don't know if I can use both tumbling and parrying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That'd be a
double-checking.
very weird thing to see somebody do, trying to tumble and parry at the same time.
Basically avoid an attack.
Avoid an attack and then stop another attack with your weapon, and then stop a third attack with your shield. Right.
Okay, yeah, so you can either tumble or you can parry.
You can't do both. So you're probably better off tumbling, because it gives you bigger moves.
Tumbling's plus... I can't remember how much tumbling is. Is it 4 or is it
4.
2?
It's 4.
I'll tumble on.
Okay. All right. So you are basically trying to distract them, take blows for Leva,
Instead of Leva.
and keep them from hitting her.
I hope they are not rights. White. They level drain.
Oh, fun.
Yep. That's why I'm fighting defensively.
They do move in on you rather than Leva. And they
Yay!
both make attacks. So, what is your adjusted armor class right now?
0.
Okay. And that's before the anything with your shield.
Yeah.
Okay, which shield are you using?
The small boss shield, the one with a moderate enchantment on it. Yeah, 6 from base, plus 1 from shield, plus 1 from armor, plus 4 from the tumbling.
All right.
That's 0.
Okay, so you rush up and plant yourself in between Leva and these creatures, moving in to attack her. You start, dodging and weaving, dropping to the ground as they are swinging at you, And you do manage to avoid their blows entirely.
Okay.
Yay! I'm glad.
Alright. Leva, your
That's
turn.
something to note, because if I was gonna, there was something I was gonna do if Lafdul got hit really hard.
If I go stand here.
Alright.
I've
she
got
should
32
run.
hit points.
Well, yeah, you said you were running, so you can,
You can move
double your
whole-
movement rate. You can get
You
all
just
the way
go to the
past
back.
Braxon.
I'm okay with being here.
Yeah, but you said you were running. That's not a run.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
You have to run
yeah.
at your movement.
You're running as far away as possible, kind of thing.
okay. So where do I quote run to?
Well,
Just
you can
run
get past
13
Braxon.
minimum.
Like, I mean, you said that you were running away, so you're running at like as far away as possible. So get past Braxon,
Yeah.
at least. You know, basically, you're just trying to put everyone else in front of you, in between you and them.
Sounds good to me. So like that.
Yep. All right, Yeldan.
And I'm shooting them with magic arrows.
Okay.
So -1 from the attacker one because the +1 arrow.
All right. Are you using cold shots?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's
Did you include the +1 to initiative? It doesn't matter right now because of where Braxon is.
No, I didn't know that added an extra +1 to
Yeah, it
initiative.
does. It does. I think I've mentioned it, but I think we've kind of forgotten to specify it a few times.
Okay.
All right,
That's
so your first one does miss.
Curse.
Braxon.
So theirs were expensive.
Well, you can try to recover them, but
100 golden arrow.
you know, it's still going to be the same roll. Like basically, the roll to see if they break is also the roll to see if you can find them.
That's fair.
Right. Those boots that Braxton's got.
Yep.
Do they allow him to hop over snow and stuff?
Well, you can certainly try.
Well, that's what he's going to try to do.
Okay.
So
Is your goal to try and get up there, up to them and attack?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if I
Good.
can travel that far.
Try skewering them with a spear, but
So can I go that far? Do I need to roll anything?
I'm checking that right now.
Brilliant. Braxton does a back somersault and lands on his back.
So are you actually trying to jump, or are you just trying to move fast and like be kind of springy and take bigger steps or something like that?
Trying to be springy and take bigger steps
Okay.
to avoid getting caught in the snow and wading knee deep.
All right. You can make your full movement rate.
Right.
So you can get up to 120 feet.
120 feet, right. Okay, I'm going to need to change the size of this.
I mean, you could do it in parts. So you can move 60 and then move 60 again.
Yeah.
You don't have to move
I
in a
might do
straight
that.
line.
If you pick up your token and push.
Yeah, let him
Brax-
do what he wants. It's
60 is 60 is where the golem is. So I'll move there.
That's 75.
I'll make that 60.
That's 50.
all right. So that's
Yeah.
65.
That's 65, is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh yeah. So you could get to one of them.
Yep.
So do I go to the left one, to the right? I think he'll go to the right one because that's the direction he's going in.
Okay.
Is he right-handed or left-handed?
He's right-handed.
When you go to the left,
Well, it was more that Braxton
He was-
went to the right a bit, and I figured if he goes right and then left, he might slip.
Also, if he goes to your left, Lafdul, then his right elbow is like moving over towards you, whereas right now he's got no one on his right, which means he's got full range. I mean, they're 5-foot squares, so it's not like you're that close, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, so...
So, you also find that you are able to make your attack.
Well, hey. Don't know if I'll get a second attack, but...
Using the flaming sword?
Yeah, flaming sword.
Okay, what's your Thaco?
Thaco is in the character sheet, which I just closed. Thaco for the flaming sword is 13.
That's a hit.
Way! Right. I should have left the character sheet open so I could do the damage. That is
Do what I did.
1d8 because they're not big.
Correct. Plus whatever the modifiers are.
D8.
Hey, Odd, if I get level drained, do I lose both levels, or is it one level from one of my classes?
Depends on whether you get drained 1 level or 2 levels. If it's 1 level, it's whatever your highest is. I.e., and if they're the same, then it's whatever you gained most recently.
I've got 4 written down.
Okay. Your flaming sword slices easily through the shadowy, misty form, and it definitely cringes back from your blow almost more than you would expect.
Ooh.
Okay, second arrow for Yeldan, and then second attack from Braxon.
What if it turns out that these things aren't undead?
I think they're right, whites. But aren't whites got a physical body, so to speak?
You're not an expert on undead.
Yeah.
Thaco of 11,
Um,
Yeldan.
That'd be actually
Yeah.
10, as a magic arrow would add.
I don't think
Tiny
any of us
cold
here.
shot.
But you're also making a called shot, right?
Yeah.
So that would be then so 14. So yeah, that's a miss.
I don't think any of us here is an expert on undead.
No.
You're the closest.
Yeah.
All right, so second attack from Braxon.
I am, but I don't have any. I don't have the needed proficiency if there is one for this kind of thing.
It's a religion.
It's,
roll,
it's
isn't
a
it?
religion
No,
roll.
it wouldn't be
for you.
religion. It
No.
would not be religion.
Oh. I think I'm supposed to add a 2 to that. But never mind.
Is there like some kind of undead lore proficiency?
Yep.
There are, yes. All right, Braxon, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage again.
I might have to look into that later whenever I get another proficiency slot.
So
That
your
seems to be
flaming
good.
sword, you sweep through again, and the flames almost seem to catch the shadows, and it burns away to nothingness.
Nice. It's a special power I didn't realise it had.
It's not a special power.
No, it's just vulnerable to fire.
It's vulnerable to the fire, yeah.
Which makes sense since it's in a very cold climate.
All right, everyone, roll initiative again.
Okay.
Lafdul's doing the same. He's not risking getting hit.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move in, and
Should
I'm
I
gonna...
even row initiative, or
No, if that's your that's
Yeah,
all you're doing,
defensive?
then well, actually, yes, you do roll initiative +3 because you need to beat them in order to gain the tumbling bonus.
Ew.
Player 7.
Oh.
Okay, everyone rolled.
Yeah, it didn't
Braxon
take my
roll?
number. It didn't take my number.
Yeah,
It's
I
probably
did.
because
I
you
selected
rolled
my
rather than
character.
use the player initiative. So-
Yeah,
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use that.
No,
Just
you
update
no,
your
you
number.
didn't, because
yeah, I did. I
Okay.
did. Hang on.
if you look, when you use the macro, it tells you your character rolls initiative.
Hang on. It's not letting me update my number.
Yeah, go into the pointer. You probably were still in the ruler.
Yeah. I've put an 8 in there, but it won't change. Hang on, I'm going to reload the page.
You might need just. Okay, well, you got an 8, you said?
Yeah.
All right, I'll update you.
Thank you.
You got 8 plus 4. 12.
No, he got 3 plus 5.
What the hell am I looking at?
You're not. He used the initiative on the character sheet, which means that he wasn't clicking on his token.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to plug it in.
Yeah, but I clicked on it after I'd done it, and there was... Oh, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
It's done now.
Actually, I rolled for the wrong thing. Hold on. Clicked on the wrong thing.
You know, if I was sensible, I'd have got the weapon to change form into the spear and use Lafdul as a shield.
You've got a high armor class anyway, so...
It's true. It's probably
Yeah,
true.
you have the
You're all
highest-
wearing your armor.
Braxon has the highest armor class out of any of us.
This is why I'm fighting defensively. I've got plenty of other people that can do the damage.
All right.
Yeah,
Lafdul,
but you're conveniently stood in front of me as a meat shield.
I
see how it is.
You succeeded in beating initiative, so you are able to gain your tumbling armor class bonus.
Tumble.
In the snow.
Braxon, your turn.
Okay, Braxon is going to step around Lafdul
Gonna go for you.
and take
Because I'm
a
not attacking it.
swing. I've got something on my character sheet. I think it says +2. Hang on. Where's my character sheet gone? Oh, it's closed because I've reloaded the page.
You wouldn't. I mean, the bonus is probably modifying your THAC0 already.
Is it?
Probably should be.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
Who got the strength? Was it Ockar?
I did.
Great use of strength.
I'll just roll a d20 then.
No, he did what I recommended. It just didn't work.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's
I know.
sometimes not going to work.
I'm just... Lafdul's making a Lafdul-styled joke. Good job.
Well, all right. Double damage.
Oh,
2d8.
right, kill it off.
So that's
2d8 plus 4.
2d8 plus 4.
I think he get all the XP because he's the only one that did damage.
I'm not used to Braxon actually being useful in combat. It's kind of freaky.
All right, Braxon, you swing your sword, and it slices right through the shadowy head of this creature. It cringes back, but then attempts to strike at you. It is not destroyed.
Aww. I was hoping to get all the XP. Just to see how that works.
No, that's fine.
We all
Monsters got
participated in combat.
Monsters need to have fun too.
You won't say that when you get double downed.
And it lays a hand on you forcefully, pushing you back with the force of its blow. You suffer 7 points of damage, and you feel weaker. You lose a level.
Oh, it was level drained.
You are level drained. 1 level. Make sure you keep a note of what your current experience points are. But this does set you back to the beginning of the previous level.
I might need to watch the old show to see what my last XPs were.
No. I mean, you write down what your current, make a note of what
XP.
your current XP amount is. Because
it's
if you get
might be
restored, if you go to get restoration, it sets you back to what that is, so long as you haven't exceeded that in gains since then.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Restoration's got a very short time to cast on, so days.
Right.
It's like a week at most, I think. Or something
Ockar,
like
your
that.
turn.
I'm going to move in and attack the thing with my longsword.
Okay. THAC0?
Normally it is 13, but I got that strength 18, which
That would give you +1.
1830, which would be a +1, so my attack is 12.
That's a hit.
Okay, so this will be 1d8 plus 4? Yeah, 1d8 plus 4 because of the strength.
You gotta figure out why these undead are around this particular area.
They're attracted to our light.
Yeah, but there seems to be an awful lot around this area.
This is the last time we encountered them by the.
Well, they probably died a lot around here because this is where they throw them out.
All right, Ockar, you
suppose.
you swing your blade through the smoky form of this creature before you, and as your sword cuts through its body, it kind of tears apart and disintegrates before your eyes.
Well, that's
Sounds
good.
And it is gone.
Okay, guys. Are you okay, Braxon? You look kind of...
Yeah,
I feel weak.
Braxon is pale and kind of just shivering and shuddering.
You look like how I did after going through that dark hallway.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
I
you look
think-
like how you did after going through there too.
I'm doing a healing proficiency on him to see if gives me an idea of what's wrong, maybe. If not, I just heal him.
He is definitely been weakened by the negative energy of the creature that struck him.
But I also roll for hit points.
Yep, that's a success.
Turn off there. So you get a 1d3 on it?
Yes. Because you're immediately doing it.
Yeah, you get
I'm gonna help Braxon back to the rest of the group.
Yeah, after a few minutes, he's okay, but like he's definitely pale and
So do I get 3 hit points?
Yeah, but it's like your previous hit point total.
right. So
Yeah.
you would also do you know what your last hit point gain was?
I don't remember. I think it was a good number though, because they usually are.
Okay, keep a
I'd have
note
to
of
look
what
at
your
the old
current hit
shows.
point total is.
Yeah, I will do. Hang on.
Your current maximum.
Yeah.
And current maximum is 5 lower now.
Right.
Just made it the average lower. Okay.
No, actually, I rolled.
Ah.
Right.
I have an
That's
idea.
why it's good to keep track of how much.
I have an
Yeah,
idea
you
what
have.
mine is because I think I took average last time I took a level up.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Now I'm down
Laugh-
to 9
laugh-
plus 1s.
Lafdul totally forgot. Yeah, he wants to reroll that too.
You're a
I am
multi-class
so-
character. I know you're keeping a running track because I've told you to. So you can squeeze out a couple extra hit points over time.
Why not?
All right. Well, so Braxon, you're down to what level? 6th?
Yeah, he was 7th, so he must be 6 now.
Okay. Your saving throws are going to change. Ready for me to
Oh.
give them to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Poison, paralyzation, death magic is 11.
Pretty sure it's a factor of 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you could just increase them all by 1. Same thing with your Thaco. All of your Thacos go up by 1.
I think.
Oh, what level are you now? You 6, because you lose
Yep.
your extra attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he uses his.
Well, he
longsword,
gets
still
one
has it.
attack one round and then
Right.
2 attacks the next round. Is how it works.
Yeah, but it's not 2 attacks every round though.
Yeah.
Unless he's using his longsword because he has specialization.
Now I'm the one with the specialization.
That's expertise for paladins.
Oh yeah, I had the expertise. Does Braxton have specialization?
He's
He's
a
a
fighter.
fighter.
Oh, I can't remember when Braxton got two attacks.
It's level 7.
Yeah,
It
it's
was level 7.
So it's all gone down again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm still looking for Thacos.
Don't worry, you're still a better tank than Higgimus.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean, you can.
Thaco all goes up by 1, does it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it all worsens by 1.
I'm
All right,
trying to
so
think, how's the rest?
you guys get back underway.
Yeah, let's not fool around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I think fooling around is a very bad idea.
I'll have to ask Saka, do you have any idea what these are? Can he roll or not?
Can I roll?
You can roll a wisdom check. Maybe that'll give you some information.
Pretty sure that's right, but
Nope.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, they're similar to the last creatures, but I don't know.
Yeah, they were different slightly. I got up close and personal with them. Not as personal as Braxon here, but...
Yeah, I don't really know what they are.
I saw they were different. I didn't want to get touched.
I'm not really an undead expert. I only know what I learned from the church.
Yeah, and afterward mentioned that he had never had such training because I was never granted powers to turn undead.
I definitely should have had Braxon use a spear and use Lafdul as a shield.
All I can really tell you.
Nice.
All I can really
Hindsight.
tell you about those things is what I observed. They're incorporeal, they're similar to shadows, and they drain you in some way.
That said, Braxon, you have figured out enough about the flaming blade that you're using to know that it functions as a +4 weapon against undead.
Oh,
nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. It's like my sword. And how
has
it's and mine's a +4 weapon against reptiles and dragons.
so that means Braxton knows it's undead, does he?
It was pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious that what attacked you was undead.
I'm looking at restoration. He's got 2 weeks to get it restored. At the minimum for priestess level 14 to cast 7th level spell.
So what you're saying is that I should throw a massive blizzard at you that keeps you here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No!
Well,
We
if you wanted to kill us,
for that!
because we'll be out of food by that point in time, too.
I got great food, boy. I won't die. You might slowly weaken there.
I think we should just get out of here.
All right, so
Yeah,
you guys get back onto the trail, and knowing that the mountains are ahead of you, and that there are dangerous things that are not pleasant to deal with around.
Hey, Braxon, read this bit.
Read this bit. What bit? Oh,
It'll age you.
2 years.
Oof.
So when they cast restoration on you, you'll be 2
Yeah, that
years
is
older.
going to be expensive. Not as much as a resurrection, but that's going to be another favor. Or
Maybe.
something.
Well, no, we're gonna have to do it here in Riedel, so we're gonna have to actually pay for it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to give up that gem for that. If we're
the people
taking
of Radol love us.
Well, they tolerate us. Barely.
There's no way they're going to do it for Braxon.
They could if we were
No, it
to
would
pay
be a
them.
trade. Probably.
Just look at it like this. You get to experience level 6 again.
At least until we can get the funds together to bring you back to normal. Or if we run out of time.
All right, so with all of the danger that you know exists in the area, you start pushing on a bit faster than before. Braxon, you not only do you realize that something about that weapon, but you realize that your boots, that last battle kind of triggered something in you, and you realize that those boots, even though you are, you're fully armored and everything like that, those boots are allowing you to move as if you were not encumbered. You get your full movement rate.
Oh, very nice.
That's really good if you're slow.
That'd be good for
and
Higgimus.
that kicked him from running.
No, Higgimus only ever moves at 6 anyway.
Oh, that's true.
It'd be good for me, but
It'd be good for
it's
Ockar,
good
who has the heavy armor.
Ockar and Braxon the heaviest.
Mm-hmm.
So you push on and decide to go a little bit farther than you might otherwise would, because you really do feel like you're nearing the end of your trip. And
if we can find the bell, we can
to,
spend the night inside, can't we?
Yeah, you do finally come to the entrance that you exited from. The bell above, the pole rope. And
There wasn't a pull rope.
You said the pull rope was missing, didn't you?
And the pull up like really high up.
It was really high up.
Braxon will command his rope to attach to that rope.
Okay.
That works.
You hear a dull ringing from behind the massive stone door.
Yeah.
Now detach your rope so they don't steal it.
Well, no, Braxton's going to go ding ding, ding ding, ding ding.
How
ding,
big
ding,
is that
like
bell?
Well, we can hear it through the door. It's pretty damn loud.
Well, yeah. So the pole rope is on the outside. I think I kind of misspoke when I originally described it to you.
Yeah, we thought the bell was on the outside, and we
Yeah.
had to throw something at it.
And I meant that the pole rope was on the outside and the bell was on the inside, because otherwise they really wouldn't hear it.
Right.
So there isn't an actual bell outside. It's just the pole rope that you can pull, and it rings inside.
Right.
After about 30 minutes, with a great grinding sound, the door opens, and you see before you about 24 heavily armed dwarven warriors. The ones in front with long pole arms, and a rank behind them with crossbows. All the weapons are extremely well made, in good condition.
Something worth stealing.
And they, seeing that you are alive,
Braxton's going to shout out, "Hi!"
I say
Only
we
greeting.
made it back. In their shivering voice. We made
Lafdul
it back.
says in Dwarven, is this a traditional Dwarven greeting?
In some dwarven places, probably.
one of the dwarves shouts back to you in Dwarven, "It is when there are monsters out there."
We're monsters, I say, question mark.
Well, we ran into a giant frost worm and some other giant monsters, and even
Come
some
in.
shadows.
It's cold out there. We don't want
Yeah.
any more cold coming in here than necessary. They
Yeah,
part,
I agree.
but they're not exactly lowering their weapons.
Braxton's going to get his rope back, and as he
I'm
walks
gonna
past
head
them.
in.
Wouldn't you have done that like in the half an hour that you were waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, we waited half an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Braxton walks past them and says in Dwarven, "Are we glad to see you?"
But they're not the aftermath.
The one who spoke up earlier kind of tweaks an eyebrow and says, "Can't say we're glad to see you, but we certainly are surprised. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable. We'll get you some food."
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a lucky sled to sell.
They clear out of the chamber, and you do hear a bar fall across the door beyond the chamber.
This room.
Where's the golem?
Oh yeah, it's a golem following us. How did he react to that? Well,
It does.
we found a companion.
It does walk in, but the dwarves don't really pay much attention to it. You're pretty sure that none of these dwarves are the ones who were, that you met last time you were here. In this room.
So they think it's another companion of ours.
Could be a summoned thing that we do. We're adventurers after all.
We got a horse with
Yeah.
us, so it's no
No,
surprise.
I think they
Yeah.
think that we came here with a
And a dire
golem, and then
wolf.
left with the golem, and then came back with the golem.
Yeah, so basically they only knew that some people were out there and were probably not coming back, but might, small, tiny 0.5% chance that they'd come back, kind of thing.
And we beat the odds.
After about 20 minutes, a couple fully bearded dwarves come in with a big pot of stew and a stack of bowls for you and utensils. And they set it down and say, there's some good goat stew if you're interested.
Sure, it would be better than the rations we've been eating till today.
Braxon says thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Traditional dwarven thank yous.
Goat stew, he said?
Yep, he said goat stew.
Yeah, Higgimus is a vegetarian.
Braxton's going to eat a bit of the stew, and then he's going to say, "This is the best goat stew ever."
I'm going to eat some stew as well.
This is Radel, actually. Radel's food's supposedly good.
It is very, very good. Higgimus, whether you like it or not, is entirely up to you as the player character. But for those others who do enjoy stew or meat and stuff like that,
tolerates meat.
It's good. It's very good. It's very tasty. It's well. There's definitely some nice herbs and spices in there that really amp up the flavor.
Do our cooks recognize the herbs?
Yeah, they don't seem to be like herbs that you haven't tried before, but they are like the flavor that you're getting from them is better than you would have expected, kind of thing. How
many utensils are there?
How many utensils are there?
Yeah, is there plenty, or is there enough for one of each one, as in they know how many you're eating?
They brought in 7 bowls and 7 sets of utensils, basically spoons.
You could lose yours.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what I'm going to try to do.
4, 5, 6.
They
brought
wouldn't.
one for the golem.
What are they made out
of? The bowls are ceramic and the spoons are wood.
Yeah.
They brought an extra spoon for the golem.
Would the spoon fit into your pocket?
Yeah, laugh. Yeah. How? Yeah, he's gonna take one. He's gonna try and fake a replacement. He's gonna quickly carve one out.
Do you have some wood to carve?
We got the firewood. We got
Okay.
firewood. That might count as my holy symbol, so that's what I'm going to try and do.
I'm going to look at the dwarves.
And it's like doing that when you cheat someone out of money, essentially.
I'm going to look at the dwarven cooks and say, you wouldn't believe some of the things we had to fight out there.
There's no one in the room.
The dwarven cooks left.
They
right?
brought it in and left.
Oh, yeah. I thought they stayed. Never mind.
In fact, like there's enough in there for you to everyone to have multiple helpings if they want.
I'm gonna have plenty.
And there's even a spot that you can hang it over a fire if you want to set a fire and keep it like warm while you sleep.
Is this place well ventilated?
It is, but it's also kind of chilly.
Hey, I'd love to ask Braxon, you got like a wood carving knife? You're a carpenter. Can I borrow one? I'm just saying for role-playing reasons.
Got this dwarven dagger with me.
Yeah, I've got daggers, but you're a carpenter. I figured you'd have something useful.
Carpenter doesn't mean wood carver.
I've got chisels and stuff. I can do something.
Well, Braxon could do some stuff like that, but
I don't think I've got a wood levy.
Don't think he'd have brought whittling tools.
Do you have any sandpaper to sand it smooth?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think I do. It's going to be a very... The thing is, I'm trying to feign it. When you bundle up the spoons back, you put them together, you hide underneath.
Lafdul, Just a dumb question. What do you use to eat your rations?
They're just. I don't think any of us are taking
no
utensils.
spoons? No spoons?
Wait, I thought the rations were just like were like
They're
things you
just
didn't really need
packaged food,
utensils
like
for.
sandwiches and stuff. And
Yeah, sandwiches, sausages.
well,
Dried
not
meat,
sandwiches,
cheese,
but
hardtack,
it's
that kind of thing.
stuff
yeah,
you can
generally.
eat without utensils.
Well, just tell them we lost one. So there.
Where?
It fell into the snow. It fell into the
can't-
snow. We don't know where.
No, we're inside a room. I'm stealing one of their utensils.
Hang on a minute.
The potential for where
Oh,
it can
no.
go is in this room.
Are you saying this out loud?
No.
No, he's
I'm
just
getting a new
thinking-
holy symbol. I am taking one of their spears and I'm trying to come up with a replacement. That's why I'm trying to wood chip out a bloody thingy spoon. That's why I want as Braxon's tools if you had something.
Have you never mislaid something in an empty room so you couldn't find it anymore?
Yeah, but it's
Happens all the time.
there's nothing in this room. How can you mislay it? I mean, it's just a wooden spoon. They shouldn't care too much, but that's why I'm trying to feign it at the very
You
least.
stole our fine dwarven spoon! We'll beat the crap out of you!
Probably. Old, give me an opportunity. I'm taking it. I'm going to try and take a holy symbol here.
I mean, opportunities present themselves. You just got to take them, and it kind of sometimes boils down to how you.
What's in this room at the moment, actually?
4 walls, the door, a
Nothing.
fire pit that you can hang the
Fire pit.
stew over.
Lafdul's going to accidentally knock his plate and spin his fire. And he lost his spoon. That's how he's going to play it out.
You accidentally dropped your spoon in the fire.
But he's not really. He's pocketing it.
Okay, that's going to be your story.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you guys are going to bed down for the night?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that anyone wants to do before going to sleep? The horse,
I'm
of
changing my
course,
spells.
vanishes.
Well, I make sure that my wolf's well fed, but other than that, I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, he enjoys licking your bowl when you're done. Like if you put it down and turn to get out your bedroll, you look back and he's happily lapping up everything that's there.
Good.
All right. So no spells going to be cast before sleep.
Oh, I got create campsite.
Yeah, that's not going to do any good in here.
Another deep pocket.
I'm sorry, what was that?
An overlapping deep pocket.
Right, we did forget about that in the morning, but all right.
You did? No?
I didn't roll level variation and everything for it. I only heard you say that you were casting...
Strength and mount.
Right.
And deep
Do you-
pocket.
All right.
Do you have any spells that would age you 2 years, Lafdul?
No. Those spells are a bit beyond me. You're going to have to see a temple.
Right.
I could haste
He's
him.
never actually getting that spell.
Yeah, not until I get more wisdom.
I
Well,
could haste
isn't it necromancy?
Yeah, I've got it. Oh, yeah, it is necromancy.
Yeah, you don't have that. Necromantic.
Yeah.
You can't get. We have to go to a temple in the town.
Oh, yeah. Braxon might actually have to find a temple of his religion and beg them.
It doesn't have to be your religion.
It can be
Well,
any religion. We just have to pay
Find a
them.
priest that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pay them money.
Now,
It's
I mean,
not as
that
expensive
said,
as resurrection.
a lot of priests won't do that kind of thing for outsiders, people not of their faith, because of the fact that it does age them 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, we got a potion that can reverse the aging, so
Yeah,
that's,
we have the reverse aging potion.
that's definitely going to help. We're going to have to offer it one of them.
Yeah, I will offer up mine.
Well,
Uh,
how about
Lafdul?
wait until you actually find
Yeah.
a priest to do this?
Yeah.
Might not have a fine one.
Braxon says, "Oh, I might have to go to my faith and show them the silly tattoo that my family put on me."
Tattoo.
Lafdul's interested in this because religion talk.
You have a tattoo of your religion?
Yeah.
You never said you were religious.
I'm not really religious, but my folks are.
Yeah,
Kinda crazy.
Lafdul mentions that he was expected to become a priest, but
What
not the
if
priesthood that he was designated. He chose a different faith, and he's like an outcast.
what faith do you follow, Braxon? I don't think you've ever mentioned.
Yeah, well, it kind of caused problems on the asteroid I was on. Because most of the people there are Celestians, and yeah, it caused a bit of conflict, so I don't talk about it much. But kind of, we had this weird comet once, and all this black dust came down, and they said it was a sign from the Church of Patar that I should be a cleric, and they've tattooed a symbol on my thigh.
On your
Sure.
I
thigh.
thought it was your back.
Yeah,
I thought you said it was
I
your
thought it
back.
was my thigh.
Okay.
Church of Patar?
Top.
Yeah, we've Patar. We've
Tar.
had them before.
Oh, right. It's been so long.
Yeah, and they kind of bother me about it every so often. So
I've talked to that priest of Patar a few times. Would I recognise this symbol?
Well, I
If
don't
you
think he
should
said that he
know.
was showing it to you.
Yeah, all right, never mind.
I'll shout at you if you want. If you've got nothing better to do.
Do we have anything that needs to be hidden
No? Well,
when we get back to the others?
not
Oh,
really.
we got
The
our
only thing
books.
I can think of is the object I got.
Yeah, they're not going to take that because we're using that on the other side.
Are you
There's
certain?
also the golem that may cause troubles, but we don't know anything about it.
Because I can shrink certain things down, but I should know a little bit in advance.
I can.
Maybe those objects that you guys pulled out of that device and caused the entire temple to explode?
No. We'll just
No,
leave
no,
it
I
at
wouldn't-
that.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh!
mentioning that.
Oh, that reminds me.
We got an Aeon stone that we don't want to have hovering above a certain person's head.
Oh, you're right. This black ion stone, I don't know what it does.
When you guys are starting to talk about all these things, I'm going to tell you to be quiet about it.
Oh,
Actually.
right.
Lafdul can make them disappear. This pouch.
I think everyone knows. Well, actually, no, probably not. But yeah, I mean that's kind of your thing, trying to make things disappear into your pockets. Thief, thief.
Yeah, Lafdul never said it in that kind of
I know.
tone, but yeah.
All right, so you guys.
Oh yeah, I haven't changed my spells. Hang on. All right, carry on, but yeah.
Actually,
Good
I got
God.
a question here real quick. Braxon, you're saying that that thing we saw, the creature we saw in the, what would you call it, planetarium,
Yeah,
was, what was it called again?
I think it might have been a Rygar.
Rygar or Rogar?
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
We
Sorry.
all say it different ways.
Yeah, but just a little bit of out of game information. It is taken from a character from an anime, and REI in Japanese would be Rei more than Rai.
Okay.
Rhaegar.
So just FYI.
Okay, so it's a Rhaegar. All right, just want to make sure I have my
Old.
story straight.
I am taking Idea's spell before we leave this room, in case there's something we overlooked, i.e. we should hide this or something. That's the idea behind that.
Okay.
In case we overlooked something. How...
The idea spell tells you to go back in time a day and tell Braxon not to let the thing touch him.
Those things were bad.
Le-
Don't touch them.
Lever cast an omen spell before we leave as well.
You're gonna do that in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting an augury for the the. Hang on, I don't think of the right way of wording this.
This is getting spell juggling. Spell juggling.
I know there was a reason I bloody wanted that spell.
What spell?
I wanted to cast augury because I know there was a reason for it, and I forgot.
Oh. I know that feeling. Alright, so,
Yeah.
the next morning, Leva, you guys get your spells back, and Leva's gonna cast an omen.
Mm-hmm.
Just, pull up the spell description for a second.
Braxton's gonna clean all the snow off of his equipment.
By morning, it's melted.
Wouldn't Ockar use his lay on hands before he sleeps, so to speak, because he's got that back?
Oh yeah,
I just want to mention that because I was looking at the hit points as they
yeah. So I'd be back. I'd be back to max.
I'm just figuring Braxton wants to avoid anything going rusty.
Yeah.
All
We've
right,
been camping. We've been doing
Leva,
that occasionally.
the omen returns a neutral omen.
Neutral.
Meaning
All
not
right,
good or bad.
Can I use my augury to determine what kind of Hang on, let me just look at the spell. I'll double check something. Could I use it to define whether or not, if we tell them exactly what happens, including the items we have, whether all that will benefit or harm the party? Or, what kind of result I might get?
Okay, so, let's see.
I don't know if there is such a thing as a reading that I would lose treasure, so to speak. Because there is one for saying there's great treasure behind, but is there the opposite applies as well, as in you would lose items? I suppose that's what the augury I'm trying to try to figure out is.
Well, I mean, it could be like woe and destruction await. It just doesn't
Yeah.
say
I
what it
suppose.
is. All right, so you're a 6th level priest, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 76.
Okay. You and you use your dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast your dice and look over the results, and the interpretation indicates that truthfulness brings the best reward.
I will mention that to the party.
That's what I planned on doing in the first place.
okay. Let's be honest.
And the omen was neutral, so there are not too many surprises there.
Oh, and I cast idea for, Is there anything we might have overlooked in preparation to this, basically? Is this something, we should hide this item? Or
Anything you
might
forgot
want to,
that you might want to mention.
We're gonna neglect to mention the rings that we got.
Yeah, but my
Like
augury
mentioned,
contradicts that.
Yeah.
Well,
we're gonna talk
It
about
didn't-
what
it
we
didn't
did here,
say-
but we're not gonna mention that we got these rings, and we're not gonna mention that we got the.
I would
ion
mention
stone.
that our wells the spells to
Does
Well,
does
think,
Braxton?
pick
Sorry.
up on that.
I would think if we tell the truth of what we encountered, they're gonna classify it as alien, and they don't want it here.
Yeah.
Or they
This-
want to keep it and destroy it.
No, they said specifically anything that if it's alien, you can take it with you.
Oh yeah, they did say alien.
Yeah.
It is alien because it's artificial to them.
It's from not this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any mark on Braxton where that undead touched him?
no permanent mark, no.
Okay.
You could try praying to your deity every day. You might get restoration, not 1%.
Really?
I'm not joking.
Okay.
I mean, if
Braxon,
you're,
might
if
wanna
you're a
do
true
that every
believer,
day.
if you're a true believer in a deity, then yeah, I mean, there's always a chance that they will intervene on your behalf if you are doing something that benefits the faith.
You should try not believing in a deity, and then random gods will just do things for you anyway.
like
Yeah,
bringing you back to
Lafdul
life.
says you're just a heretic. He says that.
Yeah.
All right, so you're casting
Well-
idea, and you trying to think. Let me go look at the equipment that you purchased, see if there was anything that I was thinking that you should have gotten.
Oh, for the hot weather side.
Looking forward to the hot side.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot worse than the cold side.
No, for me, it would be great.
I'm
Maybe.
taking. Oh, I'm also taking the reverse locate object, obscure object, because I'm going to try obscuring it for magical protection. It's the holy symbol of mine.
Okay. So
24 hours.
the idea reveals that
It's never good when he has to go,
No, he's just trying to think of if we missed anything that we should have gotten.
Yeah, I guess Braxon will
No, I mean,
pray.
if nothing happens, nothing happens. So.
Is Braxon a true believer though?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of is not good enough, I think.
Yeah, you either are or you aren't.
There's no in between.
Yeah, you'd be praying every day or something, just offering, talking to yourself, offering up
not
thanks.
you wouldn't necessarily have to pray every day.
Not
Wow.
every day, but
I mean,
Every camp you say
depends.
thank
Well,
you
no,
for
it
the
depends
meal.
on the deity and it
religion.
depends on the faith and stuff like that.
Yep.
Not every deity cares about you actually praying to them every day.
yep.
All right, so the idea spell returns that you may have issues when you sleep.
Tonight.
That's what
no,
it.
Oh, the next.
That's
night.
what it. That's what it reveals.
Oh.
Oh.
Does it just says that, nothing else.
Yep.
It didn't.
Sometimes it's cryptic.
Yeah. All right, that's. I mentioned that I cast spell asking for advice, and the only thing I got back is that we might have issues sleeping, so something in the future. If we overlook something,
I'm thinking that
Perhaps,
probably has to do with the hot side.
yeah, with the hot side.
perhaps we should stand watch in this room and not all
No,
rest
this
at
is
the
the-
same
You've
time.
already rested.
No, we've already said this is for the future, so it's either when we're on Radel or when we're on the hot side.
Yeah.
The thing is we're not gonna have. There's no chance to cool down. It's gonna be too hot during the night when we try to sleep because it's always day.
Wait.
You're breaking up.
You broke up. What was that?
Oh, right.
You're fine now.
Me?
Yep. What did you say?
You're right. It's gonna be day all the time there. I thought it was gonna be like a normal desert where it becomes night at some point, and then it gets really, really cold.
Oh, it'd be so much easier if it was.
We don't actually know how it is on that side because of the influence that our actions on this side might have had there.
I think I've worked out Braxon's attitude to his deity. Is I think he does have some sort of faith, but he thinks that the people running the church of his deity are all a bit crazy, and that they bring the church into disrepute by claiming that other deities don't exist or that they're avatars of his deity, and they cause trouble.
That's going to be a very conflicted faith.
All right.
That's gonna
Well-
lower our chances of fighting a person of your faith to help you.
All right,
Well,
so
that was just the church on Brawl, though.
Casting strength and not mount.
all right.
Wild
Uh,
Surge, Fireball.
Psst.
So you
Come on.
collect your stuff. Who are you casting strength on?
Braxon.
I am.
As long as Braxon feels sort of weaker, I'm gonna cast strength on him.
All right, 1820 Braxon.
Oh, thank you.
I would cast Obscure Object on that spoon. I'm
Okay.
hiding it for 24 hours if they decide to try and divine it. Just
Okay.
out of curiosity.
So after you,
My new holy symbol.
I'm sorry.
My new holy symbol. You alright with that?
Yeah.
After this event.
I mean,
Oh wait, there are spells I'm going to cast.
It-
Can
it
I
may
list
depend
out?
on whether it counts as stealing or not. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, I'm fine with you trying. How's that?
It did class as steal as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but you're not the one who makes the decisions around here.
Oh,
Your god makes the choice if that's technically stealing or not.
Also, I cast the Deep Pocket, full level variation.
Yeah, you already said that you were.
It's a
Alright.
Oh, okay.
seems possible opportunity, and I took it.
All right. So what else are you casting, Lafdul?
Can I listen out to see when they're going to come?
When they're gonna camp?
When they're coming towards us?
Oh, when they're coming.
I hear
I
them
mean,
marching down.
Braxton's going to knock on the door, actually.
Okay.
so after everyone is done and you've packed
Yeah,
up your stuff, you're gonna go over to knock on the door.
yeah.
Okay. As you're approaching the door actually swings open, and
Can I?
yeah?
Subtly cast a spell or not?
What spell?
Echo detection.
What's the casting time on it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I did speak about this before, but
And does it have what are the components for it as well? Vocal somatic material.
oh, that's a bit of bat fur that got swallowed, I think.
Right, but VSM. I want to know if it's VSM via SM.
I've not
VM.
actually wrote that in my spell list, believe it or not. Hang on. I've got it in PMT. I'll just touch my PMT.
God.
It's because it's not a regular spell, and yeah. That sounds alright. Yeah, it is VSM. Cast time 4.
No.
Okay. All right. So a group of about a half dozen dwarves come in, and their leader he looks familiar. You think that he may have been one of the ones who led you through when you came here the first time.
Brax.
He
I'll
says,
salute
looks like you're all packed up and ready to go. We've already sent a message on to the authorities. They will be greeting you, wanting to get whatever information that you learned before sending you off to the sun side.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Do you need anything else before you go? If you're very low on supplies, we may have some spare rations that we could sell you.
Yes,
we
that's what
might
we
want
need.
to visit a temple at some point. One of us
Yeah.
was injured.
Braxton says, I was attacked by an undead creature, and it's I feel diminished, and I'm wondering if you have a Church of Ptah
Or
in the local area, or any other friendly deity that might be able to help me.
He furrows his brow and kind of twists up his lips a little bit and says, "Well, no Church of Ptah, but maybe the priests of Moradin or Baranar might be willing to help. We could certainly make a stop by one of those if that's what you wish."
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
good gods. Very good gods, very powerful.
All right. Well, we got some blindfolds here. That's wait you didn't have that armored fellow with you when you came through here, did you?
No.
No,
Okay.
he's been following us. He's been following us.
We think it's a
We're-
golem. It hasn't left us alone for a while.
We'll explain when we get there. It's as far as I know, it doesn't cause any harm. It's just following us. It doesn't even aid us in combat.
Followed you home,
Doesn't
can you
it-
keep it, eh? Well,
Yeah,
It may not
pretty much.
like being blindfolded, though.
Let me put a blindfold on it for you.
We'll see
It's
what
a
happens.
thought that counts, right?
Try.
well, I mean,
It is-
if it doesn't mind being blindfolded, I got no problems with it following you.
All right. Go ahead and try.
Yeah,
Alright.
Braxon
And then it tries to
tried-
kill us.
Incinerates the blindfold.
Braxon had
We
tried
poked
putting
this
a
thing
blindfold
several
on.
times.
Well,
so.
the dwarves come by and start blindfolding you, and then they go over to blindfold it, and
Am I able to see, by the way, even though because I got echo detection?
yes, you are.
Yeah.
No one else sees this, but Lafdul does. As the dwarves go over to it, you all hear some grunts of surprise, and the dwarves don't actually say anything, and I am going to whisper to Lafdul what he sees.
What do we hear?
You heard the grunts of surprise.
That's it.
Well,
did something happen?
let me finish typing out to Lafdul what he sees, and then I'll.
I
Say what
kind of
happens.
wanted to cast Mind Read as well.
And guys, let Ald finish his description first of what happens before you start.
Casting
interjecting.
time of 2 is incredibly fast, isn't it? It's like almost as fast as command. I will have to wait for an opportunity on that.
They might notice you cast a spell, though. Just gonna point that out.
Okay, so after the grunts of surprise, the dwarf that you recognize, you hear him
That's
speak up
interesting,
and
Old.
say, "Well, all right, follow us. Take a hold of this rope," and you all feel
Yeah.
dwarven hands hand you a rope.
I'll ask, was everything okay with the statue?
Yeah,
Yep.
they seem to be surprised by something.
Well, no, none of you realised like they.
Well, no, we heard the grunts of
We heard a grunt.
surprise.
Lafdul
Everything's
wasn't going
fine.
to say anything. Lafdul can't say anything. He's not going to say what he saw because it kind of contradicts the blindfold.
All right, well, follow along. If you feel the rope tug or go slack, make sure you stop.
Thank
All
you.
right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, and you get led out of the chamber and start traveling down some stone hallways. Intermittently,
of them-
you hear echoes as you enter clearly larger chambers, and then the echoes vanish as you enter what you assume are
Because
smaller
Lafdul's
corridors.
got echo detection.
Yeah.
I assume that he can see what's going on. How many of them are paying attention to any of us? Or but in particularly me, I suppose.
So, Lafdul, you realize after leaving the chamber, the more than just the dozen dwarves surround you.
Heavily armed escort.
Now, the interesting thing is that to a certain extent, like I mean, you can pick up footfalls as kind of visual cues, kind of thing, and these guys are very, very quiet, especially for dwarves.
Mm.
Oh, quiet.
Oh god, it's an entire city of dwarven rogues.
Can I pick up on that?
No, they just have dwarven carpet moss.
So I mean, like what you see is shapes. Like you can't see color. You
Yeah.
can't make out fabric, material, anything like that. So no, I mean to you, yeah, it is kind of strange that
They're awfully quiet.
that they're awfully quiet.
And these are the people that are surrounding us.
Well,
How
other
many-
than the other escort that you know about.
Oh.
Oh, well,
How long
as
does
long as
that
Sparta
spell
know.
last for you, Lafdul?
An hour and
Okay.
an hour and a half, I think.
All right. An hour and a half into the
Yeah, because it's going to run out, and I don't. That's why I want to know how many is there around me. If I had the opportunity to cast it again, that's what I want to figure out.
You have to put something in your mouth.
Yeah, but I'm not blind with echo detection.
Yes,
So-
but they'll notice something is up when you do something.
Oh, so we're not allowed to scratch our noses, are we not? We're allowed to do stuff. We just can't remove the blindfold.
Yep. Also, I mean, spellcasting is a little bit obvious.
Yeah, I know it's obvious. So that's why I want to know how many escorts they had around me.
So you
Yeah.
definitely know of the half dozen who entered the room, and the other numbers do vary. It doesn't seem like you got a permanent additional group. Sometimes they peel off, and others will join in. So the exact number varies, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to determine the exact numbers, especially when you enter, in the larger chambers. But there's usually at least another 6.
Are we actually going through various living chambers? Are we actually going through a city, or are we just going through a passageway? Are we going through a mine, or what are we
You've
going
never
through?
actually been in a dwarven city before, so you're not sure.
If
The
Braxon wanted to be sneaky, press a button on his stick.
Don't.
Trip does take you through, like it's not a straight corridor. Like in the hour and a half that you have the spell operating, you very, very quickly lose track of the route that you take, because sometimes you'll come to like 5 an intersection with 5 passages, and you take one of them. There's the large chambers, especially. You can see that there are multiple levels of balconies with doorways or windows or other
All
openings
he has
in
to
them.
do is count every single step he takes, and then how.
Yeah, I'm not going back through here anytime soon. I was just curious to know what we're going through.
I mean, you think it would be reasonable to assume that you are moving through a dwarven city, but you've never actually been in one, so you wouldn't necessarily recognize it.
Right.
But it's not an unreasonable assumption.
When we go through like a big room, is there suddenly a sudden hush, so to speak? As in, visitors.
No. Occasionally there are other individuals that enter the radius of your echolocation, but other than the group that's following, that's moving with you, it doesn't seem densely populated. Or they are specifically keeping the route clear.
Yep.
One or the other. You don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm not going to cast it again. That's fine.
Okay.
Yep. Does Braxon know any dwarven songs?
Traveling songs.
Probably not.
Right.
Unless you're...
Because you haven't spent a lot of time with dwarves. You just know the language.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he'd hum a song in dwarven if he knew one, but...
I don't know if I know
Doesn't
any
know one,
dwarven
can't.
rogues that might have told
Well,
me
you can't
something.
exactly hum a song in a language.
Yeah.
No, but if he knew a song that he knew dwarves liked, he could hum it.
The
That's
dwarves
being
around
racist
you,
or stereotyping.
you do occasionally hear them converse with each other, but it's very quiet, and they're definitely specifically attempting to not be heard. Lafdul, you can you have better ears and you would actually be paying it, a little bit more attention. It doesn't seem like it's more of just
Small talk or
not even small talk, but just sounding off, making sure that everything is fine, that kind of thing. Occasionally, like greetings when another group comes in, kind of thing. After another hour after your spell expires, Lafdul, the leader, you hear his voice. It says, "All right, hold up. We're at a Temple of Baranar. You take off the blindfolds." So you take off the... I assume that you guys would take off the blindfolds, because you said you could?
Yeah.
Okay.
Braxon will hesitatingly take off the blindfold.
Okay. You find yourselves in a large room with pillars running down lengthwise. At the far end is a wall with two enormous silver rings inset into the wall, interlocked symbol.
I had a scroll from that faith. It's like the one straight underneath. I will mention that there was a temple to this deity underneath Rock of Bra.
Who are you mentioning this to?
Just any of the priests.
Well,
it was an abandoned temple, I would mention.
Right now, you're only seeing the half.
All right, no, when I get a chance.
Okay.
When I recognize the symbols, it's like, oh, this is familiar to me.
Braxton's going to look at the architecture and mutter in Dwarven, impressive.
Yeah. What's the rest of the description hold?
The walls are covered in fine carvings of dwarven family life, home life, that sort of thing. Dwarves sitting around for meals, dwarven women cooking, families playing, that sort of thing, children playing. And
so I had like a silver scroll case, dwarven interlocking rings.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I know I'm just dictionary everything you say. This is like really fascinating to me, sir.
And after about a minute, a pair of clearly elderly dwarves come out.
Who are about to get older.
Both of them women. Their beards are pure white, and so is their hair. They come up and converse with the leader of the group, and then turn to you and say, in common, one of them says, "I understand that one of you needed some aid, some assistance."
I remember here.
I'm gonna look back and see the golem still with us, just to make sure.
Yeah, it's still holding onto the rope, and it's still blindfolded.
I'll look over to Braxon, and I'll say, our friend here was afflicted by some undead. They seem to have caused him some issues. Seems drained.
Weaker somehow.
Yeah.
Lafdul makes small talk as
One
well,
of
without mentioning the temple.
One of the dwarven women nods slowly and says, "Yes, I do know how to reverse such things.
Costly.
We do not typically do such things, especially for outsiders, off-worlders. It is very draining and tiring to do such work. We would need to ask for a fairly significant donation on your part in order to grant such a boon."
Braxton says, "Thank you for considering it even."
Afterward mentioned that am I aware of this spell?
What, restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And I usually know the effect of it.
Yeah.
So I would mention that the spell's obviously beyond me, but we have a potion that could offset the magical aging. Well, I don't know, like usually I would word it in such a way that, that would offset it at the very least, the aging effect.
So there's an aging effect. All right, yeah. So we have a potion that we can donate up to offset the aging effect.
So that should hopefully narrow the price down somewhat.
And then we're willing to make a donation to help offset any of the additional costs that might be incurred for using such a spell.
Well, are they interested in the potion, personally?
I have no idea how much to offer.
At the mention of the potion, the younger one whispers to the older one. Well, I mean, you assume that she's slightly younger. It's kind of hard to tell, especially for
we mentioned we got a
non-dwarves.
few of those potions.
And
say we have a whole bunch.
The one says, yes, a potion of that sort would help in the donation. What else would you be interested in offering?
Just looking through Braxon stuff.
I don't know personally, like how powerful a spell would this be, and how much would it normally cost?
Okay, well, so first of all, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, the price is listed as an asterisk, i.e., whatever the priests would be willing to do, and they're not typically willing to do it for those not of the faith. It is a 7th level priest spell.
7th level, so it's really high level.
And it does age the caster 2 years. So,
yeah,
knowing that, you guys can start making offerings.
Braxon's gonna take out his Orcish Warhammer that he still hasn't worked out exactly what it is, and say, I came upon this magical Warhammer recently. Mind you, we haven't decided who owns it yet.
You only know whoever uses it. So.
Well, wait, no, Braxton, I'll offer mine instead. I'll take out the Warhammer I have and say, I'll offer this to help my friend. It's a magic Warhammer that's effective against goblins.
Can you give stuff away?
I'm making this choice. It's my
I think
hammer.
You can.
This is a donation to another temple, so this would definitely count as something that he could do.
Yeah,
you can. Okay.
Yeah, this is something I can do. So
that's fine.
I'm offering this Warhammer. It's very effective against goblins, apparently. It's magical.
Goblins, don't they?
Yeah, I believe so.
They got like a racial thing. It's actually quite a good offering.
May I see it? The elder
I will
says.
offer the hammer to her.
She examines it, turns it over in her hands, and says, "Yes, this we do not have much to do with goblins. There are no goblins on this world, but it may serve well one of our officers in the defense force, especially knowing Armistice in the sphere. Yes, this and the potion would definitely go a significant distance towards covering a donation to make such a spell cast in your favor."
I got nothing else to offer. Do you guys have anything?
Yeah, I
got gold.
We could gold and gems, but I'm just looking at spare magical items, so to speak.
Spare magical items. All right. I'll say I'll be willing to donate 1,000 gold pieces.
It's more than that.
Well,
yeah, but I mean, you're also
let me get what I'm saying. I'm willing to donate. I say I'll donate 1,000 gold pieces for my friend here.
All right. What I'm gonna say at this point is that you guys start saying what else you'd be willing to donate, and then they'll kind of say, "All right, I'll take those things."
Around this.
So anything else? Like other people might be interested in it, might want to make some offers. So
I can donate this. I can donate a potion of Sweetwater.
Lafdul offer this silver scroll case because it's more a sentimental value to them. than it is to me. And it's got a scroll, silver scroll case, and it's of this temple, and it has got a scroll of Iron Vigil. I don't think I'm ever going to use that spell, but I mean,
Okay.
I'll offer it up as an offering,
Anyone
and
else?
I'll see where I found that.
Anyone else have anything that they want to throw into the pot?
I'll offer an elixir of perfect health.
Okay.
I was going to offer that Orcish Warhammer.
What was
Well, I
this
got interrupted.
deity in? What was there any? What's this deity of? Do we know? Family? What else?
Yeah, family protection of the family, that sort of thing. I mean, she's very much a mother goddess. I mean,
Oh,
if you wanna put in that other Warhammer too, you can certainly do so. You had something else?
Braxon's got a scroll of protection from Tanari.
That's incredibly valuable. Like,
it?
really valuable. That's like
really
7th, 9th level spells.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the odds of us ever coming across one's quite slim, but...
Well, we've come across one before.
That wasn't a Tanari, though, was it?
I don't know what it was.
That might be useful for when I cast a gate spell.
Yeah.
So it's only good for one
I think
person.
Braxton should give something up because it's his problem.
Yeah.
Do you have any spare potions?
Thing is, I can't exactly...
Yeah, but keep in mind
Oh.
that potions are like the
Potions
potion
are
of
least
valuable.
potions that restore aging kind of thing. That in this particular case is defraying one of the spell's costs, direct
True.
costs. So
That's why it was valuable.
putting in something else is, potions are not that uncommon, and they're not that particularly valuable, especially compared to your various rings, armor, weapons, miscellaneous magic items. So
Yeah, the elixir of youth was only valuable because it offsets.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the elixir youths are incredibly useful for these priests.
Uh-huh. So
And I don't know how often how rare they are. They're at least uncommon.
I leave
Alright,
whatever
thing
choice.
is-
Well, I do have a spare set of studded leather armor that I only rarely use.
Is it magical?
It's a
Yeah,
+1 set.
Hang on, we need to clarify that, because I'm pretty sure Yeldan's using that. We only ever had one.
Oh, really?
At one point, I was lent that. I thought I was given that. That was a mistake. And then I lent it to you.
Oh, okay. I'll just leave
So
that
I'm
then.
pretty sure that's Yeldan's armor, and he has that equipped.
Okay, never mind.
All right, so where are we at? We're giving him so far a potion of youth and a orcish or a warhammer.
It is an
and-
Orcish Warhammer, yes. It's
Orcish
not,
warhammer.
It's
okay.
not Braxton's
And
Orcish Warhammer.
And 1,000 gold,
And
a scroll
1,000
case.
One spell.
and they're still suggesting that they want more.
They're asking.
I
Are
mean,
they
you're
asking?
asking.
For more?
at this point, I'm just kind of like letting you guys discuss amongst yourselves what your like final offer is, rather than
Alright,
just
and-
Can I make a religion check to
putting
see
individual
how...
things in until they agree. Because I'm just going to say, I mean,
Alright.
at this point, you guys should make the final offer of these things.
Mm.
Braxton,
That-
do you have
okay,
any?
so-
So let me put it this way: the potion, the hammer, and the gold are not enough, and I,
And my
as the dungeon
scroll
master, are giving you one more opportunity to
Oh.
All right, Braxton.
seal the
Okay.
deal.
If you gotta make a decision on what else to give, since you're the one that wants the level back.
Yeah.
I also had 500 gold, so then we are at 1,500 gold.
I'll add in 500 gold as well.
Yeah, I'll add in 1,000 gold.
Can I make a religion check to see how much this might typically run? At least to give a better idea.
Because it doesn't have a typical cost.
Can you really put a cost on a year
Yeah, but
of a
no,
level
but
of
being a priest
experience?
myself, then I would understand the fundamental, would I think that this enough?
Oh, you in particular would see this as getting whatever the hell you could get out of it.
Oh.
Like, you in particular, Lafdul the priest, not necessarily other priesthoods, but you, Lafdul the priest, would see this as a prime opportunity to
Exploit.
well, not necessarily exploit, but get a very large donation for your church.
Would the armor that Braxon's wearing fit at all?
No.
Oh. Maybe
Thing is, we got stuff on the ship, but we don't have it on us.
Yeah.
Maybe that orcish or
I mean, if
you
you've
got
got
two
stuff on the
warhammers,
ship,
right?
if you got stuff on the ship that you want to offer, you can say that and say, hey, unfortunately, we don't actually have it with us because we weren't really using it, which is why we're very willing to offer it. But it's on the ship.
What have we got on the ship? We can look for the inventories. And I'll load up, I guess.
Well, Braxon, I mean, how much is this worth to you?
I mean, do you want to give up your second warhammer?
Well, I mean, again, there's stuff on the ship that no one is using. If you want to look through that and think of that.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know where you guys are keeping track of that, to be honest.
Lafdul,
Do we
you're
have
a
the player
priest.
information?
Lafdul, you're a priest. So how much do priests like reading books and stuff like that? Could we give them some of our libraries?
The ones that we're not using. Now it's more to mages. Actually, no, you get priests. Yeah, we could offer up the books that we can't read.
Yeah, we got a few books.
Yeah, but if you can't read them, they might not be able to.
Yeah, but you can ask them if. All right, can we go through the language? Can any of you read any of these languages? We just make a mention of them, of the books that we can't use. Like, what's it? We had like
I'll tell you right now, then they won't be able to read those.
Okay, I got some questions real quick. Braxon, do you feel like what we offered up right now is enough, or do you want us to offer up more stuff?
I'm just wondering what we can offer.
Well, we have a bunch of stuff. Do you think we need more, or you give them more stuff?
Well,
or
Braxon was thinking of offering him the armor he's wearing, but it's not going to fit a dwarf. I suppose I could trade it.
But do you think, once again, do you think what we have offered there is good enough, or do you think they want more?
I mean, like,
what's it worth to you?
Yeah, Higgimus is asking, is what is being offered right now equivalent to you getting that level back rather than just trying to regain the experience points?
Yeah.
Or do you consider getting that level back right now more valuable than what is being offered? I.e., you should put more stuff in the party should put more stuff in the pot.
That's exactly what I want to know.
Yeah, I'd like Braxon to put more stuff in the pot, but I'm just working out.
Okay, I'll mention we have a emerald that we can offer up. It's really large. It's worth a lot.
Old question.
Well, I mean, that's if you want to put that in the pot with all the other stuff. Then
yeah, that alone in the Warhammer would have been enough.
All right.
Yeah, let's put that in.
All right, Leva.
The
What was
emeralds
the
and
Do they have holy symbols? And if yes, what are they?
the interlocking rings.
Yeah, interlocking silver rings.
That's why I thought
Okay.
the scroll case.
That's going to be the most I think is worth offering up to them.
The
Do we
gem
even
itself,
know what that gem is? Do we
Yes.
even know?
it was worth about 20,000.
Yes.
That's why I was thinking that gem alone probably is a good enough donation.
Well,
But that with the Warhammer is more than enough. Not with the potion.
and also why giving things that you're not using might be better.
Well, I wasn't using
Well,
a
yeah.
Warhammer, so I didn't mind giving it away.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I'm not keen on the
And that's-
gem.
And that's why Lafdul doesn't mind giving up that spell, because he doesn't think he'll use that spell. And
And
he's
I think it's
hoping
got sentimental value.
right.
to
He's
them.
hoping that it will be worth a little bit more because of those rings. I know.
I think giving up the emerald's a good idea, just to hedge your bets.
Okay, well, is there other magical items you'd rather give away instead? Because Braxton wanted to give away his armor, which is something he's using, right?
Yeah, the armor's worth more than the
Well, Braxton
to
has.
him than the gem.
Listen to this. Braxton has 2 Warhammers. Maybe he should give up one of those.
In
How
my
about the
opinion,
cursed
yeah.
one that you have?
No, that's a
Yeah.
really good one. That's a really good one.
The one that we keep throwing.
Higgimus
Yeah,
thinks it's
it's
cursed, though.
Braxon kind of likes Aegis Burden.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aegis Burden's really good.
Then
'Cause it
maybe the
drains
Orcish
strength.
one.
The Revenge
Alright.
one might be also good.
Can we make a decision, please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
just,
something you want to give up.
I'm just trying
What?
to find where this stuff is that we've.
What about the
supposedly
Curse Break
got.
armor? Because we got the spells. We
The
can
That's
Curse
what-
Breaker armor is the armor he's wearing.
That's what
Oh,
Braxton's wearing,
sorry.
but he doesn't mind giving that up.
No, we're not giving up the armor.
No, why not?
He's got more armor on the ship. He just chose.
Yeah,
this,
he's got
you know-
more armor. He's
But
got
isn't
better
this his-
armor.
Oh, this isn't his good armor?
No, it
This
was
is just a armor. He's got
Brax-
splint mode he normally wears.
Braxton thought he would get super cold if he wore the other armor, so he wore this armor.
Oh, then sure.
Yeah, the armor. The armor should make enough at this point.
Okay, so you're gonna put the armor in,
All right.
correct?
Is
The
that
armor, the hammer, the gold, the
The potion
Scroll.
and the scroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your offer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The 2 dwarven priestesses converse for a few moments, and then the elder turns back to you and nods. That will be sufficient. We will endeavor to cast a spell if you are prepared right now. Do be aware, sir, that this will create a great strain on you.
Thank you.
There's no resurrection survival check, is there?
Braxton says I'll lie down so I don't fall over.
You might want to make peace with your deity, so to speak.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and give me a D100, please.
Oh God.
That's a
And then it's not
resurrection
gonna work.
survival.
You can do this, Braxton!
Okay. So
Yeah.
Braxon,
I only see a
She-
D10.
the other one is below the portraits.
Ah, right.
You decide to lay down and steel yourself. She comes over and lays her hands on you and invokes Bernard's name. And Braxton, you feel a great strain come over you, and you almost like a hand clutching your heart tightly, and then it's released, and you feel a lot better. But also, your joints are a little bit feel a little bit stiffer, slightly, just a little tiny bit. You're aged 2 years. And you do regain your level. You gain back those 5 hit points that I took away from you.
Okay.
And all of your saving throws and your thacos are improved by 1 point.
It's quite
And you get 2 attacks back.
Yep, you get your 2
So-
attacks back.
Saving throws go.
Yeah,
down, and
I
Thaco
can
goes
go
down.
over with you in the break because it is about that time.
Yeah, sure.
But yes, you made your system shock roll, and I should probably roll for the dwarven priestess, and yeah, she's fine.
She didn't just fall over dead.
No.
Thankfully.
She might have a low constitution for her age.
She's a dwarf.
Come on.
So when we come back from the break, Braxon has been restored. Restoration has been cast. I don't think there's
Happen to
any
have it
other effects
memorized.
that you might have had on you that would have been done with that either. So, yeah,
And
just
we don't
the
have to
11.
owe another major favor to a church. All wins all around.
Yeah, they wouldn't have accepted a favor. So
Yeah, they
speak.
would not have accepted a favor. I would not have allowed you to do a favor again because you already have the elves. So
And the elves
Yeah.
are breathing down
The
our
elves,
necks.
if we went to the elven David, they'd go, "Oh yeah, you can owe us another favor."
Yeah, life
And
is
then-
so
and then it would be
serious.
like,
until we're
so
great.
you know those favors. You got a ship. We understand there's a Skro war fleet. Go take them out, please. Have fun.
Yeah, okay.
We
Anyway, we'll be
We
back in
should-
about 10 minutes. Go ahead and get something to drink, top off your coffee or whatever, and
Yep, I'll give 'em coffee.
we shall see you guys then.